And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Aggies offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Shelton. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Got it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a frustrating drive, not the drive.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Shelton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Texas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Armstrong. Hard-hitting tackle.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that could work the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got him in the flat. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Right down the middle with the catch. It's Shelton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Shelton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Wiley.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martinez. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. Trying to get it to the marker. Hard running there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Runs through a tackle. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fights off a defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That's caught. It's Shelton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with Oregon taking on the number 20 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Ducks getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. That victory caps off a 9-3 regular season, respectable by any program's measures. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wiley.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone.
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a pump.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The run inside. It's Martinez. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the ball and he'll try to pick up a few. Trying to get there by himself, but he is stopped short and it'll be 4th down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Warren. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
And how about a 3rd down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. With the catch, it's Wiley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's going to let it go. Makes a catch at the 15. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Listen.
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.